Imagine having to survive in the city if you have a developmental disability. People with cerebral palsy are often physically limited. But as Roma Torrey shows us, this week's New Yorker of the Week is proving every day that being disabled does not mean being unable.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Meet Martin Neiburg. He's the producer and host of Disabled Hotline, a weekly talk show airing on public access channels throughout the city.
It's an important show, and people have said it's important because it is dealing with a unique topic that's not covered that much.
Martin has a personal stake in educating the public about disabled issues. He was born with cerebral palsy, but he hasn't let his physical challenges prevent him from becoming an advocate for people like himself. And whatever you do, don't call him handicapped.
Handicap means, it actually comes out British term, hand and cup. When you're beggar in England, it comes out there in 1730s. And we brought up in the 1990s as disabled.
Martin has produced over 700 shows in his career, a pretty amazing feat considering he has to lobby for grant money for every program. The guest on this day's show also happens to be Martin's boss. He runs an organization that helps people with developmental disabilities get support services, enabling them to lead productive lives. He believes Martin's energy and enthusiasm for his work are exposing a lot of myths about the disabled.
Because he is a renegade. He's working outside the system, but he's working in a very good way. And frankly, he's beating the odds. Somebody like Martin could easily stay home, feel sorry for himself, and be a very dependent person. And he's working towards more independence in ways that even Martin hasn't yet really assimilated.
Martin, who lives in Bay Ridge, also teaches television production skills twice a week at the United Cerebral Palsy of New York City offices in Manhattan. He wants more people like him doing what he's doing, and he says he won't mind the competition.
There are too many issues out there that I can't cover. And there are too many conferences that I can't split myself in half and be in two places at once.
The person who taught Martin TV production, as well as the students Martin is passing that knowledge along to, feel our New Yorker of the Week is not just a role model for the disabled, but an inspiration to us all.
People with disabilities have always said that we could do better things. And Martin is out there proving it. He's out there proving that we can do better things.
He's paved the way for me. You know, I mean, this is something that I would like to pursue because of him. And if I don't know. I really don't think that this kind of course would have come about if it weren't for him, because he was the one that made it a point that he wanted to teach some participants here.
There's a certain reward around being around Martin. If you see that somebody with a disability is unstoppable, and their intentions and they just go gung-ho. I mean, it's infectious. You know, you walk out of here and you're like, what's my problem? I can't complain. I can't be tired. I mean, Martin is prepared.
They say that the bumblebee aerodynamically cannot fly, but of course the bumblebee doesn't know that, and so it does fly. And I must say, I think Martin is very much like that. An outsider looking at what Martin takes on to do would say it's impossible. There's no way to garner the resources, the money, even the transportation to get him where he has to be to do what he does. But since Martin doesn't know that, he just gets it done.
Roma Torrey, New York 1.
If you have a candidate for New Yorker of the Week, please send us the name at New York 1.